No matter who you are, good sleep is a game changer. I've helped improve the sleep of everyone from pro athletes at the top of their game to everyday folks that just want to feel healthy and more energized. Now, I'm on a quest to find the most unusual sleepers on the planet and spend a night in their bed to learn their unique sleep stories. This is Sleeping Around.
There is junk sleep, and then there's the junk sleep when you're a musical artist traveling on the road every night, city to city, performing for people. I'm here tonight with musical artist Shakey Graves to talk about his unique sleep story and how we can learn from it to unjunk our own sleep. Let's go find Shaky.
Well, back then, baby, it didn't seem so strange.
Shakey Graves has shaped his indie rock style with incredible live performances over years on the road. Starting with scrappy shows and packed into a van, he's now headlining a national tour with his raw energy and dreamlike riffs drawing crowds of passionate fans. I'm joining Shaky on the road for 3 nights to get firsthand insight into the grueling lifestyle of a touring musician. I want to learn more about the role sleep plays in Shakey's life on tour and how it affects his performances.
All together.
Thank you for having me back here.
Yeah, welcome to my temporary abode.
So where do you sleep?
So these are the bunks. They're modular depending on how many people you have.
Yep.
This is my bunk. Yeah, I've slept over the course of touring. I've probably slept in all of them. I've slept on the bottom, at the top. You really just get 3 options. But the top, I like them because you usually have a little more space because of the curvature of the bus. The bottom, you're kind of close to the floor. It's nice. They got these little drawers that pull out down here so you can hide goodies down there.
Yeah.
Cheese, obviously.
So how does this situation compare to the first touring situation in which you were sleeping?
Oh, I mean, it's night and day because this is basically, tour van and hotel all in one. So, I mean, I guess sleep definitely has something to do with just general comfort, right? It's probably harder to sleep in an unfamiliar place.
Do you think you perform better now
Yeah.
than you did when you were...
For a lot of reasons, but notwithstanding, especially because of the bus and the ability to sleep. Because, I mean, that's the thing. Either way, this becomes a constant in an inconstant world,
For anyone dealing with unusual sleep situations, that consistency Shaky mentioned is critical, whether it's a set bedtime routine, your favorite pillow, or white noise. While the band and their crew packed up, I headed to our RV to explore my new bunk and hopefully get some sleep as we trail Shakey's tour bus through the night on the way to the next show.
Here it is, it's time to go to bed. And I think that little people have been selected for this bunk just for obvious reasons here. So I am putting my feet against the end of it here, and I've got maybe an inch. So while this is gonna be perfect for me to potentially stretch out, there is not a lot of room to maneuver. Fortunately, there is a wall here, so the idea of rolling out of bed tonight as the car makes a sudden left-hand turn is probably not gonna happen.
We drove overnight with Shakey's caravan from Santa Fe to Phoenix for the next leg of a Southwest tour. My first night on the RV wasn't very restful, and we had a long night ahead of us before we caught up with the band for the next show. I was already wondering how Shaky maintains this kind of schedule.
Are there tips that you've developed over time to make what a lot of people think of as being kind of an unhealthy situation
Right.
more healthy and work better for you?
Well, yeah, I mean, touring is definitely an unhealthy situation just because we show up at a new place every day and there's alcohol, and it's basically we host a party every night, even if we don't want to. It's just kind of there's no other way around it.
So after the show, do you like to be one of the first drivers, or do you like to sleep and then drive later? When's your optimal van drive time?
I'm not a good like limbo driver. I don't know when it started, but even when I was a little kid, like a baby, and I'd be, crying at night or whatever, my parents figured out that they could just put me in a car seat and drive me around the block and I'd go to bed. From that, I love sleeping in cars. I can fall asleep in like horrible, crunched up, like on airplanes, anything that vibrates a little bit.
Yeah.
And I know that there's something comforting about having people around that also can't go anywhere. Yeah. And I think it's like, kind of seems like it goes back to having, my dad or someone that I trust driving a car and me knowing that I was sort of in a little, again, kind of contained space.
Yeah.
So I've always liked that. And so honestly, sleeping on the road has been pretty beneficial. Sometimes it's my favorite way to sleep. It's like a little white noise, sometimes music in the background, and it's great. So even if it's not sleeping, I can still get a lot of rest by just going into kind of low power mode. It's not the same as like getting a hard sleep, but I feel like I can go into sort of a kind of an in-between state.
Are you a night owl, do you think?
Yeah.
Or do you like the night? Are you creative at night? How does that Shaky on the road compare to the Mr. Graves who's... Is that a real thing?
Mr. Dr.
So,
Graves.
yeah, who's not on the road and at home and writing or,
I write and create best in the morning when I first wake up.
Really?
Yeah, always. Which I hate.
So that night time where nobody's bothering you, you've got no responsibilities, no guilt.
I don't work.
That doesn't necessarily go along
time.
with creative. Oh, okay.
No. And I mean, I'm a really social person, and I push it pretty hard if I can. I love staying up late with people, just blabbing and shooting the shit, and God forbid there's like a campfire or something around. I'll stay up and just like poke a fire and talk about the world for countless hours. And I like it. I feel like that's kind of the wonder zone. After the show tonight, it's like I might just go to bed early, but I also don't, like we said, I maybe want to stay in the zone as hard as I can for the show tomorrow. There's no answers. I don't know. I'm gonna take the night as it comes and try to keep myself wired enough, but not where I'll be a crazy person after the show. Hopefully.
It can be hard to wind down after a busy day, our adrenaline pumping, our minds racing. But small changes to our habits really do add up and can make a big difference over time. We can find ways to build consistency into our schedules to improve the quality of the sleep we get. Over time, sleep comes easier, and we can learn to more easily block out distractions or relax in new environments to fall asleep faster and harness as much sleep as possible to help us wake up fresher.
I'm gonna get my sleep area cordoned off here with this curtain. It's relatively dark in here. I suspect that once the van gets rolling, it's going to be a lot darker. I've brought a book that I'm going to read, hopefully just a little bit to kind of wind down. It's been an extremely exciting, hectic, kind of cognitively stimulating day. So I think it's important in these kinds of situations to have a plan for kind of winding down. I'm going to read. I'm going to think about some of the things that I want to talk to Shaky about tomorrow when we get to LA. The hum of the engine is really nice, as kind of Shaky talked about. So I'm excited to kind of see what happens tonight, hit the road, and hopefully wake up feeling great, ready to go in LA. So I'm going to settle in here, and I will see you guys on the other side.
We pressed on throughout the night for our final stop and the next show on the tour. Unexpected mechanical issues made for a night of awful sleep. 2 nights in a row on the RV, and I was starting to wear down.
Tight sleeping quarters, huh?
Pretty tight, but I slept all right. And I kind of was like, I'm gonna stay up till we get to this truck stop for gas and grab a little something. And
no, you were out.
Out. Never.
That was impressive. Seeing you go down that quick with all the action and the noise.
You know what time we go to bed?
2 something. And we're on the road. I feel like I looked at my clock or my watch at one point. It was 2:18.
Yeah, between 2:30 is when I was on the look.
Where are we now?
In LA. Let the tour continue, man.
Yeah, man.
Between Shaky's show and the bus ride here to sunny LA, there was a lot to think about last night as I tried to sleep on the bus. A lot of things that Shaky said about the way he's trying to make a less than ideal situation on a tour bus more ideal for his sleep is really applicable to not just rock stars, but to everybody. What can we learn from listening to Shaky talk about sleeping on the road? We've got to practice self-care. As soon as I got here to LA, I got outside in this sun, walking around. That exercise and that light really helps to wake somebody up and get them on the right rhythm. I'm gonna work hard today to really make sure that I prioritize my sleep tonight to make up for the sleep that happened last night.
After last night, I felt like I needed a nap. I was picturing having to get up on stage and perform feeling like this. This is not an easy lifestyle, night in and night out.
Hey guys, we are here in LA tonight to see the Shaky concert, where his friends and family are gonna be there. It's a big industry event, and maybe this night and every night will ensure that one day Shaky's name is on one of these stars. Come inside with me, let's go see the show.
Until the day's done.
And it's really interesting to see somebody at the top of their game be able to be out there, entertain a crowd the way he's doing, but really come off of it in an hour or two and really work towards making that part of his life, the part that we don't see, work for his sleep. It is past my bedtime.
Oh.
Yeah, I hope you get some great sleep on this tour. You're making some fantastic music, and I really appreciate the last 2 days.
You've helped empower me in my beliefs that my sleep is where I need to get my sleep. So that's been really helpful.
Awesome. If there's anything we can do, pick up the phone and call.
It was fascinating to get a glimpse into Shaky's life and understand how he manages to maintain this grueling pace. There he was, putting on an incredible show night after night, excelling despite the unpredictability of life on the road, seeking pockets of time for low power mode, and finding that consistency to allow him to get his best sleep. Shaky's passion for music and his fans is inspiring and a great reminder of what sleep can help us achieve, whether or not we have that ideal schedule. Until next time, get some sleep.